Alrighty. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Well, there's always something wrong. I gotta go along in here, see what the deal is. Your videos.
Set out to design a stealthy electric weapon. What's so sexy about the pellets of that car?
Well, there's always something wrong. I gotta go along in here, see what the deal is. Alright. I don't know what happens. Sometimes this thing, I don't know if the battery's dead. I'm going to have to tether it. Testing 1 2 3. I don't know. Maybe the battery's going to die on me. I'll have to plug it in again. But I can't walk around without the mic. Okay. All right. So, oh, okay. So what did I say on the opening minutes of the show was Papa John pizzas. The number one thing people are buying is pizza. So I'm watching just kind of let you know my routine here in the workshop. So you probably wonder, well, what does Brian do when he's, just all by himself? Because, I'm in this workshop all the time, literally all the time. Well, what I do in here is I listen to Varney and Company on Fox Business in the morning from 9 to 5. No, 9 to noon. 9 to noon, I listen to Varney and Company. It gives me an overview of the stocks, overview of everything, and then it's interesting because I do own some stocks, and so I pick up some tips. And it gives me a kind of a heads up. I'll give you an example, okay, how it gave me a heads up. Let me tell you a story. I love stories. All right, I got to find out where this Brian Lindecker, why I can't find his order. Something's not on. Let me turn that volume down a little bit. They do. They just hate him. I don't know why people have. I don't like some people, but maybe there's if you're real evil, I don't know. You're not supposed to hate anybody, but man. All right, I got to find out why I can't find Brian. All right. Did I already ship this? In transit. All right, so this is already in transit. I must have that's not the, all right, I'm going to have to wait on that. All right, so let me give you a little story. Back in, 1992, I owned a newsstand, in Bowling Green, Ohio. I sold newspapers, magazines, comics. I had Games Workshop. It was just an all-over, just fun store to come to, and kids loved to come there. I had video games in the back. We played a lot of Games Workshop, Man of War, Warhammer 40K. We sold a lot of comic books. But then I was watching TV one day because I had the TV on all the time. And on Good Morning America, they were talking about this new game that had just come out called Pogs by the World Pog Federation. And so I called them and I said, hey, I want to order a bunch of your stuff. Because I knew that, okay, well, this could be a trend. And sure enough, before the end of 92, I was selling, I mean, I'm just giving you rough numbers. I was selling maybe $50,000, $60,000 worth of Pogs. I was the only one that saw this coming. I was doing Pog tournaments in every mall around us. I was doing so many Pog tournaments, it was unbelievable. Pogs were everywhere. And then all of a sudden, the World Pog Federation, the guy that I called to, and they wanted all these new customers, they sold it into Walmart. And as soon as they sold it into Walmart, I cleaned out everything I had in my store because I knew that once it went into Walmart, there wouldn't be a demand anymore because kids would just say, "Oh well, it's at Walmart, so there's no urgency anymore." And sure enough, as soon as it hit Walmart sales plummeted, and then about 6 months later, they were blowing it out at like 50 cents, a kit or something. But hello. Well, okay, so here's you missed all of my. Okay, so my mic is dead, so I have to let it charge. So when I'm sitting here, I'm gonna just lay this right here until that charges, and then if I'm walking around, you're not gonna hear me as well. Okay, so Estes, I haven't really got an update on Estes, and I'm afraid to call them. So I will call them. I don't want to call them, but I'm afraid to. All right, I'm now talking to Estes, or I'm on speaker, or I'm on phone with Estes here. Yeah, Christy, hi, this is Brian Young from Wayne, Ohio, and I'm just double checking on a freight that's supposed to come to me today, and I'm just, if you have any updates for me, it's 2239 111 They said from noon to 4. Craig, I think. Yeah, well, it was. That's funny. Yeah, yeah, because they were going to go pick it up from Right Freight. No, they were. You guys were going to pick it up yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. I almost had a heart attack because they told me that it was going to be delivered on Tuesday, and So my heart kind of went in a palpitation mood to the point where I almost had a coronary, but I'm just kidding. Is Ryan pranking you? No, Ryan's not pranking me. Ryan's son had a little issue last night, and he's got to take him to the doctor. And it's okay. It's just it's a anyway. My thing is not charged. For some reason, my little wireless thing, I must not have charged it last night. I had it sitting over here, and it was. Yeah, how are you doing? 12 to 4. Okay, great. I just double checked in and got everybody ready to work hard. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Yep, you too. Okay, so that's good news. It is noon to 4. The ETA is noon to 4. So we're going to do a short video today we're going to do 10 to 11. 10 to 11 today, right now. And then what I'm going to do is this. I told them to call me when they're 30 minutes away. Now, I mean, I don't want to do a whole 4 hours of... I'm sure you don't want to sit and listen to me for 4 hours, okay? Now, right now, I've got 7 people viewing. I'm sure you don't want to watch me for 4 hours from noon to 4, okay? Now, if you demand me to stay on 4 hours, I will, but I don't think people want me to. So we're going to do 1 hour. We're going to do 1 hour today. And now my mic, just so everybody knows, my mic is right here, okay? But it's attached to the charger. Now this cord it's only about this long. Yes, we do. Okay, you guys are crazy. All right, so can you make it up for 6 hours? Can you make it up for 6 hours? Listen, okay. Well, here's some things you don't know about me. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm Ronald Reagan. I can be Ronald Reagan. I can be Bill Clinton. Has anybody seen Hillary? Okay. I love the camera. If you haven't noticed it, I have been ever since I was 10 years old. I've been doing impersonations. I've always liked to make people laugh. I've always done like in class. I used to in elementary school. I used to sit on my desk and I used to draw these battles with tanks and everything. And I'd go. And one day I was drawing. The whole class got quiet. And the teacher goes, Mr. Brian, are you having fun? I go, yeah, I am. But anyways, that's just me. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own little quirks. I demand you stay on. Antoine demands me to stay on. So Antoine demands me to stay on for 6 hours. Well, I can't stay on from now until 4. It's just impossible. Okay? I mean, it's literally impossible. What I will try to reevaluate it at 11 o'clock. I mean, the only way I can do that is I'll just leave it on, but I'm not going to talk. I won't be able to talk the whole time. I got other things I got to do. So we'll just do my morning here. Now, so this is charging. That's going to charge for a little bit. And I am going to... Oh, yeah, okay, so this is Antoine's order. So Antoine ordered a hand throttle and a chip, and I'm going to send him a free hand throttle because he said he's got a bad I'm just going to send him a free hand throttle. That's all there's to it. All right, so I have to pack up Antoine's order. Okay, I'm talking way over here. I hope everybody can hear me. The order is coming today. It's noon to 4. Noon to 4 is the scheduled delivery date, delivery time. And I'm going to be getting the snake mongoose set. Snake mongoose set. And we got to wrap his chip. Antoine's chip. All right. All right, that's Antoine's order. Okay, so that's 3 pounds, 5 ounces. Antoine's order. There's Antoine's order. Okay, we can hear you fine from the shipping table. Oh, great. All right, good. That's good news. All right, so Antoine. All right, so I've got to ProTinkerToys.com. I got to go to that. I got to go look for Antoine Smith. Antoine Smith. Antoine, what did your dad do? Antoine, tell me what your dad did. What was his job? What was he a auto worker or what? Tell me what did your dad do, Antoine? Okay, so let's see. All right, 3 pounds, 12.88. Oh, if you're having problem buying meat, just go to your local butcher. They're all over the place, and it's not hard to find a butcher. Even like let's say in the Detroit, like Antoine lives in the Detroit area. All you have to go is go like on north, out like maybe 10 miles, and you'll find a butcher somewhere. And if you're having problem finding meat, Antoine, he was in the service and a mechanic. Yeah, so he must be my age, about 60. Antoine, is your dad about 60? He's got to be around 60. I would almost bet on it. Unless Antoine is 60. I can't believe Antoine's 60. He's got to be in his 30s. Antoine's got to be in his 30s. He's got to be the age of my kid. Now, I'm 60, and I've got my oldest son, Ryan, is 34. Can you believe it? Good Lord, I'm getting old. A new sitcom is born. Brian Knows Best. That's what I tell my kids all the time. Oh, my gosh. You know what? It's funny. You know, Chris Hurt just sent this. He said, a new sitcom is born. Brian, he's 75. Oh, okay. Ooh, wow. He is. So you're about 45 then, aren't you, Antoine? Antoine's getting over the hill. Anyways, Chris Hurt sent a new sitcom is born. Brian Knows Best. That's what I tell my kids all the time. If I don't know it, it's not worth to be known. Okay, so this guy ordered this and this, and what else? Where's that Auto World car? Johnny Lightning. Johnny Lightning. Johnny Lightning. Uh-oh, somebody's calling. Antoine's calling. Antoine's calling me. I bet Antoine's calling me. I bet you $5 Antoine is calling me. I can't talk to you, Antoine. Hello, Brian Young, ProTinkers.
Hey, good morning, Brian. Ray from Berkeley, Michigan. Still looking for those 2 R5s.
Those what now?
I ordered 2 R5s April 10th.
Wait a minute. April 10th.
Well, I called you a couple weeks ago.
ProTinkerToys or eBay?
No, it's straight from you. It was 1366.
Hold on a second. I swear I need somebody else to help me. I'm losing my mind. 1366. Ray?
No, yes, sir.
Okay, I sent you. You ordered a Tip Top and a Renault, right?
I ordered 3 and you canceled 1 because it was what, $51 and it was $130 off, and you credited my account.
Right. I was out of the Lola 96088. Yes, okay.
Right.
And I sent.
And then I also ordered 2 Renault R5s.
Right.
At $33.
Right, and you got those.
No, I didn't.
Hold on.
No, they're still floating around. What?
April 9th.
You shipped them the 10th.
Tracking number. In transit, May 7th.
Oh, that's new.
No, wait a minute, no. Your item arrived in Oxford, Mississippi, May 7th. See, okay, so this is Ray, okay? Right now I'm live on YouTube and everything, and I'm glad you called, Ray. So Ray is a prime example of what's going on right now with the COVID-19, okay? We have a distribution center in Michigan, all right, that is where it's in Monroe, Michigan. I live in Northwest Ohio, so everything from Northwest Ohio goes to this distribution center. But there's a big problem. That distribution center is literally at half staff, okay? So all the thousands of packages that are coming into that facility normally are just automatically scanned by the computer, put on a conveyor belt, and then sent to different distribution centers. Well, guess what they're doing? They're basically taking the stuff that was scanned in Wayne, Ohio, because they scan it, and that's the first scan. After that, the next scan will be the scan at the distribution center. Well, if it doesn't get scanned there, the scan is literally in La La Land, because they're hand taking these packages to either they're going on a truck and they're sending them all the way to Chicago for their distribution center, or they're going all the way to Pittsburgh, all right? And so you really don't know where the real destination is. It's not like it is lost. It's lost in the sense that it's having to go to Diego Garcia and then back to the U.S. Okay, and I'm telling people, and I'm trying to let them know. Listen, I can't control where it's located right now, because my postal system keeps telling me that, it's there, it's out there, Okay, so that was for my audience online. Now, Ray, getting back to Ray, because I have Ray on the phone and I'm talking to Ray, which he's very calm. He's not freaking out like I would, because I'm a very emotional person.
Like you were last night.
Yeah, that's. See, I'm human. I tell people I'm not perfect. I'm human. Okay, so it says here your item arrived at our facility in Michigan. Where do you live anyway?
Just outside of, a few blocks from the Detroit Zoo. That's if you.
Oh my gosh! So you live in.
No, I'm outside of Detroit.
No, I know that, but what I'm getting at is that this is where this thing is right now, is Oxford, Mississippi. Okay.
Oh, geez.
And this is a prime example of what is what is going on with these packages, because they're not being scanned like they normally are. And once they're scanned by the post office, my post office, when I take them there, because I take them every day by 3:00. So all the stuff I'm doing right now, by 3:00, it's going to be at that. She's going to scan it. What's her name? Was it Daisy or something? She scans it. That's the last time, other than it being delivered to your house, that it's scanned by a human. All other times, it's a computer that is scanning. It's going down these huge conveyor belts that's scanning that barcode, and it knows exactly. But if it got screwed up in the system, then, and that's what's happened. This is exactly what's happened. So this thing has been rescanned, and now it's in Oxford, Mississippi. And so it has to go.
It's not on somebody else's doorstep.
No, it isn't, and it has to go through this whole process. Now, and I hate to tell you this, but give it another more week, and then give me a call back, and we'll see where it is. Unfortunately, I can't check every single one of my orders if they've been delivered. I try. If somebody calls me, I'll try. So.
I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you very much.
I told you I had ordered about a week after I ordered your stuff. I ordered a slotted Quattro Audi.
Yes.
And it came out, and you asked me where it came from. I didn't know at the time, but it came out of New Jersey, and I got it in 5 days.
Oh, really?
So.
All righty. Well, I appreciate.
You have to send the stuff to New Jersey first.
Well, what I'm doing is, I got a new rate on my UPS freight, and so I'm able to ship a lot more stuff UPS, and so I am sending, like Antoine ordered some stuff today, and it's about 10 cents difference from UPS to the postal system, and I'm just sending it UPS, so he'll get it a little quicker. So I'm doing that now. I wasn't able to do that a couple weeks ago.
I saw that Red Ford GT
Yes.
a few days ago. You had it on your program.
Yes.
What's the damage on that? How much is it?
Well, how much is that? Well, there's never damage. There's no damage. You're talking about the cost.
Money.
He's. I think it's like $39 or $35.
I looked at your website. You don't have it. You don't seem to have it posted.
It's not on ProTinkerToys.com?
I haven't found it yet.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Now why can't I find that car? I give up sometimes. I've got hundreds of those cars. Oh, here it is. Okay, that is 88046. Let's check real quick. So you go to ProTinkerToys.com, and the yellow button, you type in 0086. Yeah, right there. It's 2805.
Okay. And while I have you on the phone, I'm possibly interested in those Nico F1 cars. How are they?
Oh, Nico's F1. Nico's are great.
Okay.
So the history of Ninko. So this is for people that are online. The history of Ninko is actually people that started at SCX, okay? A father that was working at SCX, or the Spanish version of Scale Electric, Technotoys. It was called Technotoys in 1997. They've then left Technotoys and formed their own company called Ninko, okay? And they basically started Ninko after starting or working with Scale Electric in Spain, which was SCX also. So that's kind of the history of Ninko, because some of their things are the same, but some of the things are different.
Okay.
All right. Hey, no problem, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Okay, so that was another good customer. Yeah, this is Steve. Okay, so Steve is back. I live in Ohio, and the car I ordered last week, shipped May 1st, is being delivered today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. It's not my fault. Leave me alone. Okay. All right, that's enough there. Okay. Now, oh, here it is. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all my labels while my thing is charging so that maybe I can get up later. Okay, so the Snake Mongoose set is going to be here today between 12 and 4. Any update on the Snake Mongoose set? Any update on the Snake Mongoose set? Are you online on YouTube? They're going to be delivered today between 12 and 5. We're going to have a live broadcast. Okay, I just sent that to somebody. They wanted to know if the set was going to be here. Let everybody know the Donald Moody bought a Snake Mongoose set yesterday. That was nice. All right, okay, Brian, you get on track again. All right, so I'm gonna talk to you while I'm printing labels, because I can sit here at my desk. Okay, so give you some more. Okay, so what was I talking about before? I was Xavier, hello, Xavier. Okay, so all right, so we need to print one of those. We need to print one of those. We need to print a thank you note. Okay, we need to print one of those. We need to print one of those. Nicholas ordered just one car. Wow, that's unusual for Nicholas. He normally orders like 6 or 7. He's obsessed with cars. Okay. Alrighty. I might as well just combine that with that order. Okay, so what was I talking about? All right, so Steve is here. Okay, great. Everybody's all happy and everything. I had a nightmare last night. Well, I don't know if it's a nightmare. It was a premonition, or I don't know if you want to call it prophecy or whatever. I walked into I've never had a dream like this before. Okay, and I've never had a dream where it was embedded into my mind. The whole thing was embedded in my mind. I will never forget this dream. It will be in my head the rest of my life. I walk into Kroger's. I walk up to the register, and they said, stop. They tested my temperature, and I looked around, and there was nobody in there. And they said, hold on, please wait. And I kept waiting. And the customer that was there was a guy that he's worked there all his life. So I knew him. And then I said, okay, you may walk. And the lady then come over here. No talking. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk. Said, what do you mean I'm not allowed to talk? And then I'm walking around and everything. And all of a sudden I woke up. I said, holy cow. That better not happen. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that. Might not mean anything. Okay. Okay, I ordered this thing. Oh my goodness. $12 now. I'm sorry, guys. One thing I've learned, I cannot. Normally I can do several things at once, like talk and pack, but I can't talk and type. I'm not that good at it. All right. All right. Xavier asked a question. What's the question? How do you think the lawman cat gun will get through? I ship the lawman all the time. My toy guns I ship all over the world. I just put on it toy gun. That's all it is, toy gun. So, okay, let's see. Okay, so the JCPenney's trucks is about 5 ounces. Ninko is 3 pounds. Yep, $8. That is not first class. First class, that is 10 ounces. Yeah, probably I'll put 12 ounces. Okay, I'll tell you one car. Do you know what the most popular car that I have right now? And I don't know why it is. Maybe it's because the chassis, they use the chassis. But I'm going to tell you which car it is. I don't know why, but I'm selling one a day. So you run the numbers. All right. If I sell one a day, okay, I have 10,000 of them. All right. So how long would it take me? Okay. So this is the car that I'm selling more than anything else. And I bought these on a closeout. I bought 1,100 of them. Okay. Can you see that, everybody? Can everybody see that? Knight Rider. When I was in the Navy, this was my favorite show. Hey, listen, I was single. It was 1984, 1983. I was single. I lived in the basement of my pastor. I got home from patrol once, and I started watching Knight Rider. And I just thought the car was cool. I took... in high school, I used to babysit a lot, and this one kid named Steve Weary, I babysitted his brothers, him and his brother. I think I know why the mom always called me, because I'd always clean the house. Man, but I'd always clean the house when I was babysitting. I got huge tips. Anyways, when I went into the Navy, Steve's dad died. So I kind of took him as a kind of a little brother in a sense. Anyways, we used to, I took him, no, actually it was Ryan. Yeah, back in 1992. Anyway, I did stuff with Steve all the time. We went around the country with Steve and Reggie. But Ryan, when Ryan was 7 years old, we went to California. I got these free tickets, and so I took Ryan to California for free. So we went to Universal Studios in California, and they had Knight Rider there, and it would talk and everything, and the thing where the lights would go off and all that. Anyway, so this is a hot car right now. So, all right, so I got to finish this. See, I'm getting off track. You guys getting me off track all the time, and I don't know what to do. 12, 8 by 8, which is fine. I guess everybody. Okay, so the update. No Illinois. Okay, so update. Snake Mongoose set is going to be here between 12 and 4. 12 and 4. I'm going to try to get all the shipping done because I got to get this shipping table all cleared off so I can wrap all these sets. Matter of fact, I got to find out if they got my wrapping paper. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. I'm going to do that real quick here. I might have Ryan pick that up, or I might run out while I'm... I might run out and get that at noon, or before that. I might...
Just packaging, this is Ashley. How may I help you?
Hey, Ashley, this is Brian Young with BCY Service. Do you know if my rolling paper came in?
No, not yet. It's
Ah,
not.
will it be? It won't be today then, will it?
No, unfortunately not.
It won't. Okay. All righty. Thank you so much. Probably Monday or Tuesday. Okay. Thanks a lot. All right. So I won't have my wrapping paper, but I do have another kind of wrapping paper that I got at. Hey Brian, it is that 42 Plymouth Cuda next to you. Let's see. Oh, you mean this right here? Everybody wants this. Everybody wants this car. Okay. Let's see here. What's this? What's the talk? Here it says Antoine. Hey Brian, is that 42 Plymouth Cuda next to you? Yes, Antoine. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. So, all right, so I'm not going to look at the messages. So if you're sending a message, I'm not going to look at them for the next 10 minutes because I'm going to pack. I'm printing the labels right now. All right, I'm printing the labels right now. I'm now going to print the labels now. You'll hear them printing. They're now printing. Here they come. They're coming out here like this. Here are the labels. Here are the labels. Today was kind of a slow day, or yesterday was a slow day. I count my days from 4 o'clock to the next morning. What are my sales are usually from 4 o'clock until 4 o'clock the next day is really what my numbers are. But I like to know what my numbers are in the evening. All right, Ninko 0503. Oh, the inner curve. I found out that the inner curve is inside the Ninko extension kit. I just got a bunch of them. I've had those listed. Johnny Lightning. Okay, kit. And let's see, 15801A. And then an X Tide. And then 3 Fly. All right. So I have all my labels now that I can do my shipping. Can you believe it's already been an hour? I can't. I cannot believe it's an hour. This is unbelievable. I really don't understand how time goes that fast. Good grief. All right, Night Rider. Let's get this Night Rider out of here. All right, 3 fly cars. Where are they? Right here. Put those right here. X-side right there. A100 is, what is that? Right here. Kit. I'm doing that now. Johnny Lightning. With this stuff right here. E105 right there. And JCPenney right here. All right, so we're going to do these real quick. My speaker is way over there, so if you can't hear me very well, that's fine. I understand. I try to put a ProTinkerToys business card in each package so people start buying from ProTinkerToys.com. We would rather you buy from ProTinkerToys.com than eBay. If you find something on eBay, it shouldn't be a lower price. But if you do, just email me saying, Brian, can you lower the price on ProTinkerToys.com? I will lower it by $1. And I'll probably give you a little discount. See, okay, so let me just give you a history of eBay. Okay, so a lot of people, I don't know if anybody understands retail or anything, but I'm going to give you some insights in retail. So eBay takes about 10-11% for you to do business with. Some people don't like that; they think it's terrible. And I say to them, well, you tell me what kind of business or what kind of platform that you can have literally the world as an audience or the world as a customer, and they're only going to take about 10 to 12% of your percent. You can. You can. And that's why, eBay is important. I support eBay still because they still are a big part of my revenue until I can become as big as eBay, which, I don't want to be as big as eBay or Amazon. I want to try to keep that personal connection. And you can't, Bezos can't, that's the problem with Bezos. See, when you've made a company like Amazon, all right, and you can't be connecting with your customers, then you have a problem. And that's what happened with JCPenney's. All these companies, they lost their founders. Okay, now you can't see me because my head's cut off. So they lost their owner that started the company. They used to walk through the stores. There's no personal connection. The owners, they live in these mansions and everything, and they don't run the business as if it was themselves. I'm telling you, just give me my opinion. All right? See, if I had owned Bezos, if I'd owned Amazon, if I was Bezos and everything, see, they're all caught up in themselves. That's the problem. Plus, they're afraid they're going to lose it. I'm not afraid I'm going to lose it. Because I've never had it. Listen, you can't take it with you. I don't care what you've got. I don't care how much you have it. Howard Hughes was the richest man in the world. And he died of starvation. He was afraid to eat. Okay, guys? I don't want to be a little preachy today, but I'm just kind of giving you some facts here. Just like, what did Adam say? Brian knows best, I think. Who was that said that? Not Antoine. Who said that? Andrew? Brian knows better. Was it Who said that? That Brian knows best. Adam Hurt. No, Chris Hunt said this is a new sitcom is born. Brian knows best. I don't know. I just, I'll tell you, owning a retail store for 10 years, it was a small mom and pop newsstand. Owning that for 10 years, I think everybody should own a store for at least 10 years or 5 years. If you're going to be a politician, I think that should be a law that you should own a store first to understand, and you should be forced to understand how taxes are worked, because a lot of these retailers, a lot of these politicians, they have no clue. I mean, do you hear what's happening in LA now, where they're forcing the hotels just to let the homeless live in the apartments? They're just taking over. You can't do that. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing is free. Now I'm going to get into the way. Not go there. Don't go there, Brian. Don't go there. Don't go there. Hey, I told you don't go there. All right, I won't. All right, so we're now coming up to this is a neat car. I'll tell you, I'm going to just be honest with you. And I don't want to be too, there's two things about SCX cars that I did not like. I've never liked, okay? And I'm going to tell you what those are real quick. Other than that, I think SCX makes a nice car, okay? The two things that I never liked about SCX was this ARS system, which was a automatic return system where it automatically returns the guide to a straight position, because in a fly car, you see how the guide pin kind of just stays in its position. It doesn't really return. Now it does because the wires are attached to it. But the ARS system automatically returns the guide to a straight position. But it has a lot of problems, okay? The little prongs in there that are coming out of the chassis, they get bent over. And when I was with SCX and we were selling sets to the mass, we'd get a lot of returns on these. But overall, SCX makes a pretty car. They make a nice car. Like this is Nicholas bought this, a Citroen Ford Rally or a World Rally. These are just nice cars. And this is 4x4, four-wheel drive. It has a shaft, actual shaft going in it. See that car? Isn't that nice? I mean, I will admit SCX, and that's why I loved SCX. I really think that they were a good system. It's just that you're saying, okay, why did they have the ARS system? Because one of the family members that owned the license came up with the idea, and so he gets paid a commission every time that's sold inside of one of their cars. Bad idea, though. Not every idea is a good idea, just so everybody realizes. And that is the back. So that's the deal on that. Put that in Nicholas. Gonna put that on here. Stick that there. How much paper do I have? What's that? Okay, so I'm not, just so everybody, I'm not watching my, the messages because I'm shipping, so obviously you should know that if, Hot Wheels, Christopher Hunt. That's Christopher Hunt's order. messed up on this guy. I sent his wrong cards to him. I hate when that happens. Oh, I do. I hate when I make mistakes. But I'm not perfect. I tell my kids. All right, so let's see here. Sell me that Plymouth. I will not return it. Hey, see what's okay. Antoine, I know you want to buy that so bad. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let's see, is this charged yet? I'm gonna try my mic for a little bit to see if it holds the battery. Can everybody hear me? Oh well, if you can't, too bad. All right, I've got to check on something. All right, I'm going over here. I'm going to have an orange real quick. I always have at least 2 or 3 oranges a day. They're good for you. Always have at least 1 orange a day. At least 1 orange a day. Try to have 4 or 5 oranges a day. Just eat them randomly. They're good vitamin C. And that's what you need to stop kills viruses. Vitamin. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know, there is something about an orange, especially an orange that is lusciously oh my gosh. I'm not over there right now. I'm over here on the other side of my workshop, and I'm looking for a car that I think I'm out of. That's another thing I hate, is when I'm sold out of a car online. Oh, brother. I think I am. I had a lot of these Playboy cars. Fly did a lot of Playboy cars. I mean, they don't show anything. They're just using the Lego or the logo Playboy in the car. A lot of Porsches were in these Playboy cars by Fly. And I had this one. I at one time I had like 50 of them. I only have one left. But I have some of them that are the Porsche 911 that aren't in a box set. 2006. Oh, I hate that when I'm out of something. I really do. But the problem was when we first started this whole thing, Ryan took all the stuff that I had. It's not his fault. I'm just telling you what happened. He took all of my stuff that I had on Amazon, on eBay, and he just pasted it into he pasted into the website loud and clear. Okay, good. He pasted it into my ProTinker website, and it's, you know, having to go through each one of these items. And then if I sell it on eBay and then sell it, we don't have a connected, you know, program. I'm not connected with my ProTinkerToys, so if an inventory comes out of there, it comes out of here. Now, if I had, you know, full-time staff and half dozen people here, I wonder if I could send him a different. Okay, I'm going to send him a note. I am out of this car. Can I send another fly box set Playboy? All right, so that's, I got to wait for a reply from him. The only thing I'm waiting on is Donald Moody. He ordered a snake mongoose set. Okay, so RV sales have skyrocketed, and I'm going to go in my Class C motorhome, and we're going to Ocean Lake Campground, and we might go to Yogi Bear State Park in Indiana at the end of the month, because I'm hoping all this Pandora pandemic panduki. I want each one of those Playboy cars. Antoine, come on. Okay. All right, Antoine. All right, so I got to pack these 3 cars. Now, if you want to buy something, if you have a racetrack and you want to buy a nice accessory for it, this is the Ninko Extension Pack 3. All right. This has inner curves, basically enough to do one end of a track. All right, because this is your standard curve, or that's your outer curve, and that's your standard curve. So technically you've got basically 6 lanes. And now that I have the converter track for Ninko to connect to SCX, all this track is available now. You could use this very easily. So I just want to, and I have these at a great price. I don't know how long they'll be there, but I've got them. So as long as I've got them, I'd buy them. Don't forget that we've got the 24-hour Le Mans, Scalextric Digital. You want to get into something cool, Scalextric Digital. Scalextric Digital, we got that complete package available. All right, now I got to get back to packing. We usually take each car apart and put bubble wrap inside it to protect it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by gosh, by golly. It's Christmas time, oh jolly. It's Christmas time, oh jolly, and me. Oh, by gosh, by golly. It's Christmas time, oh jolly. I always reuse my boxes. Priority. Fragile. Reuse a box. I always reuse a box. So that box is reused. Okay, so now I gotta resend these cards. All right, so here's my opinion on the economy. All right, here's my opinion on the economy. I'll give you my opinion, okay? We got some headwinds. But what's really strong is the basic fundamentals of our economy are strong. Now, the debt, I don't like. I don't like it at all. And I could give you my opinion, but I don't want to right now because I don't want to. But there's no underlying fundamentals that why the economy will not rebound other than our entertainment industry. Not entertainment, but the leisure, trains, airplanes, those have to get back up and running. And that is the only thing that I don't have I don't have a silver ball about, and that is what is the future of, for example, there are thousands of airplanes that are sitting on the tarmac, okay? You got Orlando, which is shut down. That has an effect on things. Especially here in Ohio, the governor said, well, we're not worried about that. Well, you should be worried about that. You should be worried. It's so funny. So let's say the coronavirus had not been around. And let's say all of a sudden the Sandusky area in Ohio just all of a sudden collapsed. Well, I'll tell you one thing. That'd be on Governor DeWine's mind. Why is that happening? See, right now, they just don't care. That's what they've said. It's not, I'm not saying it. They're saying it. So, but I do notice one thing, and I've noticed this ever since I had my newsstand, Young's Newsstand. During good times, during bad times, people are always buying something to do, like if it's a hobby, or if it's if it's vacationing, if it's traveling. If they can't do it, in one way, they're going to do it in another. Like that's why RVs and camping is real popular. Now I booked up all my Ocean Lake campground. I booked last year. Yogi Bear State Park in Labor Day. I've got that already booked. Now the other locations I didn't because, like, I was trying to get somewhere for Memorial Day here in a couple of weeks, but they're all booked up too. So I'm hoping that for the last 5 years we've been taking the kids to Old Man's Cave in southern Ohio. Okay, once this whole thing has gone over, if you want to go to a good place that's just fun for the weekend, that's Old Man Cave in Hocking Hills, southern Ohio. That is the best state park, probably top 5. It's got 5 or 6 trails. It's just fun to walk into the woods and everything. We've been doing Old Man's Cave since I was 10. Back in the 60s, my dad would take us there. It has a great campground. It's just a fun place to go. Okay, there, I'm not going to say it again. All right, leave me alone. Hey, don't talk to me. No, don't talk to me. No, I'm not going to talk to you if you don't talk to me. All right, so we are, my hour and 15 minutes is up. Oh my goodness. All right, what I'm going to do, guys, I know you don't want me to stop talking, but I can't do this for 6 hours. I am going to go in, once I finish this here, I've got to print that label. All right, I am going to go inside. Dan Ellis, I always call him Don. He called me yesterday. Don, I always call him Dan Ellis. Hey, Dan. Hey, Don. How you doing? Don Ellis is back. Hey. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Dan. Dan. Your autofocus on your camera is the best. It is, huh? It really focuses well there, Antoine. Okay, so I've got everything shipped that I'm supposed to ship today. Let me leave feedback. I always give people positive feedback on eBay. But I would like to get more orders at ProTinkerToys.com than eBay. That's my goal. My goal is to try to have more sales at ProTinkerToy than on eBay. I don't know if that will happen, but that's my goal. That's Ryan and I's goal, at least Ryan and I. Okay, so why is that not? I've got another order that got screwed up. 1429. Oh, guys, I really don't like this when this happens. 1429. Well, what happened to his stuff? Well, where did it go? Delivered. Steve. Well, Steve was asking about samurais. We still have the samurai in stock. Now, I don't have the the samurai brushless. I have the brushed samurai. It's 18030. 18030, 18 in stock. It's not the brushless, Steve. I don't have the brushless anymore, but I have the brushed samurai short track. Really nice car. They're very well made. Very well made. All right, so I'm waiting on that. I got to get a call on that.
You have reached the voicemail box of 80541597770.
Yeah, it's Brian Young, ProTinkerToys.com. Give me a call at 877-729-2099. I want to talk to you. What did you get? Thanks. And we'll get your stuff out to you. This is what happens when you're a small operation. You're a one-man operation, and mistakes happen. That's all there is to it. I hate it. I really do. Hey, Brian. Adam Hurt. Hey, Brian. How are you doing? How's it going? The truck is going to call you and tell you that they're going to be there at 12:15. So you'll have to stay for 5 hours today. Wow, aren't you lucky? Steve, yeah, they look really pretty well put together. They are. So the Samurais are a very well made car. We sell lots of them. Okay, so Moody is waiting for his car. Okay, I've got that shipment done. I got that done. All orders. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I've got Dan Ellis is signing off. Dan, we're on off for a couple minutes. Dan was just on for a couple minutes. Why is Dan signing off? Oh, well. Drag strips today. They're coming today, Dan. They're coming today, buddy. They'll be here 12 to 5. We're going to be having another broadcast. Okay, so I'm going to sign off now. All right, thank you for watching right now. I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to do some personal things, and then I'm going to sign back on at about 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, everybody. That's when I'm going to make the link right now that at 1 o'clock we're going to be signing back on. So everybody that's on, hopefully the truck will probably leave the Toledo facility, and it probably will go to Bowling Green first and then to my location, unless they've got another before me. So I'm thinking, I don't know when it's going to be here. I just know it's between 12 and 4. All right, so I've got to go. I'm going to sign off, and we want to thank everybody for watching today. It's been an hour and a half. I can't believe it. And a la vista, baby.